We are still expecting more changes in spring, which is why I'm sharing this video so you can prepare and do whatever you want to do before we get into spring. The financial year is coming to an end, and most of these changes will take effect in the new financial year, which is beginning in April. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK, jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK immigration updates, which I'm about to share some right now so you can prepare yourself and your family, live in the UK, scholarships in the UK, like everything you can think about the UK. So if you're someone who is interested in such content, do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. In today's video, guys, I'm going to share some of the changes that will take effect in this new financial year we are about to step into, so you can prepare yourself. Like, you know, in the past few weeks, I'm sure most of you, including myself too, I would say, to be honest, I'm pretty tired of the changes, back-to-back changes. But like I always say in my videos, that the UK is always like that, so you have to get used to it. Past few months, there have been so many changes. Some are bad, very few are good. In today's video, I'll be sharing the recent changes that will take effect in the new financial year. If you could remember, on the 11th of March, the new law came into force that you can't come with your dependent if you're coming to the UK to work as a care worker or as a senior care worker. I've got a lot of questions from my beautiful viewers who have recently got a job with NHS as auxiliary nurses on the code 6141, if they are also included. Guys, code 6141 is not included. It's only code 6145 and code 6146 that are not eligible to come with dependents to the UK. So I hope that answers your question. So like I said, on the 4th of April, the minimum salary threshold for a skilled worker visa will rise from 26,200 to 38,700 per annum. I will go further to explain this so that you know that not everybody is included in these changes. When I saw the recent fact sheet, I was really excited because I've got lots of people asking me this question, if they can still come in with their dependents, or if they can still continue to extend their visas with their dependent on the skilled worker visa, even if they don't earn this amount. Guys, there is a new fact sheet that the government have released, which I will also share with you regarding this. Next changes to look forward to: on the 6th of April 2024, the requirements to renew sponsor licenses will be removed. Those that are licensed to sponsor will not need to renew their license again. So I'm going to go into more details on that as well in this video. And the next changes to look forward to is on the 11th of April 2024, the minimum income requirement for partners applying under Appendix FN, that's family visa, will be increased from 18,600 to 29,600. So if you want to apply for a family visa for your spouse and dependents currently, you can apply if you earn 18,600. And bear in mind that this family's visa is for those who have indefinite leave to remain in the UK and also British citizens. It's not for skilled workers, it's not for innovator founder visa holders, it's not for global talent. It's for basically those who are British citizens and also those who have their indefinite leave to remain. Regarding the £38,700, now this £38,700 is basically for those who are applying for the skilled worker visa, but this is a recent fact sheet. What the UK government is saying about it, which to an extent is a bit relieving to me, which is why I'm sharing this video. As you can see on my screen, this question has been answered by the UK government. What about the higher 38,700 salary threshold for the skilled worker visa? Will that apply to people already here on that visa? And the answer from the UK government says no. Those already in the skilled worker route and application made before the rules change will not be subject to the new £38,700 salary threshold when they change employment, extend or settle, according to the Minister for Legal Migration. So if you're currently in the UK on the skilled worker visa and you don't earn up to 38,700, you can still bring your dependents because you are already on that visa before the new rules. And bear in mind that these new rules will take effect from April, which is why I'm sharing this. So if you have not gotten a job that will sponsor you on the skilled worker visa, please try and get one before April, because if you get this job after April, then you are bound to this. You will not be able to bring your dependents if you don't earn up to £38,700. Still on the recent fact sheet, the immigration rules changes published today confirmed that someone who had a skilled worker visa before 4th April 2024 and applies to extend it or for settlement before April 2030 only needs to meet a salary threshold of 29,000 rather than 38,700 pounds. The 29,000 pounds is the current level of 26,200 pounds adjusted for inflation. So this also states that if you have been on this visa and you don't earn 38,700 pounds, you can still carry on to be on this visa. Even if you're changing employer, it's still like the care worker visa, that even if they have to change employer, because they have this visa before the new rules, they can carry on to change employer without being affected by the new rules. Still on the fact sheet, for many roles, workers cannot be sponsored for a skilled worker visa unless they are paid a higher going rate salary. The job-specific going rates are also increasing significantly, up to the median average UK salary for that job. Now, this means, for example, that the minimum salary to sponsor a foreign accountant is rising from the current going rate of 31,300 to 46,800. Now, in certain circumstances, people can be paid a little less than the usual minimum salary and still be sponsored for a skilled worker visa. This includes new entrants to the labor market, such as people aged under 26 and postdoctoral researchers. Such reductions will still be possible after 4th April, although many fewer jobs will be eligible for a lower sponsoring salary by virtue of being on the new immigration salary list, which is much shorter. So this has further explains the fear of everyone, because this has been the regular question. Fajira, I'm currently in the UK on the skilled worker visa. Do I need to go look for a job that I will earn 38? No. If you're currently on the skilled worker visa, you don't need to look for a job that you will earn 38,700 pounds. You just have to carry on. Just as you can see on the recent fact sheet, changes that will take effect from the 6th of April 2024, which says sponsor license renewals abolished. As you can see on the screen, the Home Office has recently announced that from 6th April 2024, the requirement to renew sponsor licenses will be removed. That means companies that are licensed to sponsor will not need to renew their licenses again. So as you can see, at present, sponsor licenses are valid for 4 years. If license holders wish to keep their license beyond those 4 years, they must make a paid renewal. But from the 6th of April 2024, which is a good news, sponsor license holders will no longer need to make a renewal application or pay a renewal fee. Instead, the expiry date of all sponsor license will automatically be extended to expire in 10 years time, which is reasonable. This removal of the renewal requirement is being applied to all sponsor licenses that are due to expire on or after 6th of April 2024, and not only to new licenses obtained after this date. The extension of the expiry date will be automatic and sponsors will not be required to take any action. Sponsors should, however, be aware that the Home Office is continuing to conduct compliance audits on an announced and unannounced basis. Sponsors should therefore continue to ensure that their record keeping and HRS system are up to date to ensure that they are complying with the license duties in case of an audit. And like we know that most companies have lost their license, in as much as the Home Office have said that there will be no application to renew the license, doesn't mean that they will not carry on to do their audits. Once they do their audits and they find out that something is not right, the first thing they do is to suspend the license. And during the suspension period, if sponsors cannot assign CSs, nothing can be done. It will be removed for the register of the licensed sponsors. The investigation goes on and they find out that the sponsors have met the Home Office compliance, then they will put it back on the register of the licensed sponsors. So in most cases, that a lot of companies don't go back there, but I've seen a few companies that during the investigation they were off, and after the investigation they were put back on the licensed sponsors list. So in as much as they are going to be doing automatic renewal of the license, doesn't mean that they will not carry on with their compliance audits. And the last but not the least that will take effect on the 11th of April 2024 is the increase in minimum income requirement for family visas, just as you can see on my screen. On 11th of April 2024, the minimum income requirement for partners applying under Appendix FM will increase from 18,600 to 29,000 pounds. This change to the minimum income requirement for partners applying under Appendix FM will be brought in via a statement of changes to the immigration rules that will be laid before Parliament on the 14th of March, which has been done already. I will go back on the fact sheet where a further explanation has been made about this. So let's go to the recent fact sheet that was published on this, as you can see on my screen. This means that someone whose fiance, partner or spouse applies for a visa before 11th April 2024, we only need to demonstrate a minimum income of £18,600 per year. This transitional exemption will apply to their initial visa application, future visa extension applications, and future application for settlement, also known as indefinite leave to remain. So if you're expecting your spouse or anyone you want to apply for, if you're currently a British citizen or you have your indefinite leave to remain and you want to apply for their visa, please make sure you apply for this visa before 11th of April. Once this comes into force, you will have to abide to the new rules, which the new rules states that you have to meet the salary requirement of £29,000, which is a lot. Like, the difference is really a lot. If you're applying between now and 11th of April 2024, you only have to earn 18,600, which for me is fair enough. But once the new rule comes into force, you will have to work very hard to make sure you meet this requirement. Like, we all know that it's not going to end there, it's going to increase gradually. So hurry now and apply for your spouse so you don't have to meet the new requirement once you have submitted the application. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's video, and I hope you find this video helpful. Please do like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure a lot of people will definitely find it helpful, and I wish you good luck in your application. I wish you good luck in everything you do. And if you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do hit on that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're definitely going to be the very first person to see that video. And until I see you in my next video, guys, do take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.